What's up, guys? Back for another Honkai Star video. Bit late on this one. I wasn't originally going to make a video on this because I saw it was pretty short, and then after I was like doing some stuff around the house, like laundry, whatnot, I was like, you know what? YouTuber me spawned in next to me, put his hand on my shoulder, and he said, "You better get the hell in that room and hit the record button right now. What are you doing?" So I was like, okay, I gotta do it. The angel's on my shoulder and be like, hey, this is a video, get on it. So here we are with Voice of the Galaxy Update Radio version 2.6. Now you're gonna hear this thing, it's called complaining, because I actually think that this is probably one of the worst updates. It actually has nothing useful besides the very first thing, which technically isn't really like something that would be, I mean, I guess it counts, right? I guess the first thing saves it, let's be honest. So first things first, let's go over the most important thing, which is the event light cones reappearing in the herder shop. Now we know about this, and it's weird because it technically is a quality of life, but it's not a quality of life that's that I normally talk about. It's weird. It's like a we'll count it. But most of the time when there's a quality of life, it'll be stuff like the sorting options, or you can put 3 friends down as like your friend character. This one's more like an exchange shop thing, but like I said, we'll count it for this. This is carrying the patch right here. This is by far such a good update. I'm surprised. I mean, I don't want to say Genshin could never, right? Because we're kind of past that at this point. But I'm actually shocked Genshin hasn't done this yet. Like, hello, this needs to be in like every single Hoyo game. If there's an event thing and it's been gone for like 3-4 months, it should come back. Like, absolutely ridiculous that you were a new player and you couldn't get the Silverwolf one, the one with effect hit rate. It's like, especially, I think, Albedo in Genshin, Cinnabar Spindle, that hasn't been back. I actually just didn't play it. No, I don't plan on getting Albedo at all. But imagine if you are an Albedo fan and you don't want to summon for his weapon, or maybe his weapon's not too good. I'm not the most knowledgeable in Genshin. You'd be a bit annoyed not being able to get it. And the same thing with Star Rail, but now we're good to go. There is the Nihili effect hit rate light cone. There is the abundance healer light cone. That light cone is actually pretty solid for healers. I use it all the time on the free to play account. And then the attack harmony one, which is useful for Robin. Big W. Now we only have 3 event light cones, unfortunately. We definitely need to start cooking up some more because it's always a joy to get free light cones. But when they do, we'll have to see how long it takes for them to get added in here, but this is still big W. Plus, you can buy their dupes as well. It's just chef's kiss. They cooked on this one. I will say, they did cook on this one. And now it's all downhill. Relic system related improvements. When filtering relics, the filters for relic sets and main stats are freer and more convenient. After optimization, trailblazers can now choose cavern relics or planar elements. I clicked on the damn photo and I was trying to load. When filtering relics, trailblazers can now fully select the main stat of head and hand relics based on their needs. After optimization in the relic switch interface, while filtering relics, they can select the main stat of the head and hand slots to enter the relic main stats filtering rules. So I guess it doesn't clog up some stuff, is what I've understood from this, because you can only get HP and a flat attack on the head and hands piece. Then the relic synthesis solves this implication. The relic switch interface now has the option to view the relic acquisition methods. Additionally, the relic acquisition interface now includes direct access to the relic synthesis. So you can just click on it and then it'll be like, yo, you get this from the Cavern of Corrosion, or you can just synthesize it. Nothing too crazy though, right? Then we have other optimizations. Yeah, that was it for this, by the way. We'll rant about this in a second, don't worry. Other optimization. Optimization of the game pack size in the version 2.6 update. The Express crew has removed some redundant game resources. Other than that, in subsequent version updates, the crew will continuously optimize the game package size. Big W for those of you who don't have a lot of storage or are playing on mobile, because I know the game is really, really big on mobile. So big W there, we'll have to see how much of an impact this has. If it's something little, then yikes, but if it's something pretty big, then that'll be a pretty good update. Then after obtaining a new avatar, you'll just have a notification for it, nothing crazy, and then adds a new button to view maxed out level traces when previewing character details on the Warp and Aptitude Showcase event pages. That's pretty solid. That's actually not too bad. That way you can check the percents and how much you're getting from a buff. Like, let's say if it buffs your speed by 20 points, at level 1, and then at level 10 it's by like 50. That'd be some pretty cool information to know. But other than that, nothing too crazy. My this is the bottom of it, by the way. That's all they're adding. Obviously the biggest ones for me are going to be obviously the event relics coming back, or sorry, event lycons, sorry. The optimization for space, and then the max out traces, right? I probably won't ever use the max out traces one, but it's cool that it's there. But other than that, pretty lackluster. The thing that annoys me is we get a relic filter thing like every single patch, right? I get it. Personally, I don't use this. I know some people do use it, so if you are a fan of this, then go nuts, right? But I have been preaching for the high heavens that we get a loadout system. When you go to make your teams, there's team loadouts where you can be like, okay, I have my dot team, I have my follow-up team, I have my hypercarry team with Akron, I have my hypercarry team with Donghang, with Zele, with whoever, right? Why not have it to where it also saves the relics of the team, or have it to where you can go to a character, you can have, like, let's say Kafka, right? Or actually a better character would be Himiko, right? You can do follow-up Himiko or super break Himiko, and you have like 3 slots where it's different relic sets, and you can click on it and it'll be like, hey, do you want to move everything to where like other characters might lose their relic sets, but it'll switch everything to Himiko, right? So if someone else is using your dot, or not, I almost said your dot set, sorry, your follow-up set, it'll automatically put everything on Himiko. That would be so much more helpful, and they just don't want to do it. I literally had my run yesterday of MOC do worse because I accidentally had the follow-up set from when I was using Himiko with Super Break, and I took Firefly's pieces, and I just forgot. I just totally forgot. And I've done that so much. Now, that could just be like, oh, ZDB, just don't forget. Well, I must not be the only one, because there's so many people who are like, oh, it's so hard trying to find the exact relics that I had on a certain character when I have to give them back again. It's just this super tedious thing if you like to use different characters and just don't have the relics to accommodate everybody to have their own pieces. I don't think anyone does. If you have a character and you want to use them, you want to run them with the best set possible, and that could be on another DPS. Like for a follow-up tag team, I had my best set on Jingyun. If I wanted to run Himiko, I would just give Himiko most of Jingyun's pieces and then maybe switch out one piece for a different one because she wants like more speed or something, right? And then we're good to go. And then I'd have to put it all back on Jingyun. What if I want to run a different follow-up tag unit? Oh, I need this. And there's been so many times, like, I was running a level 2 chess piece on Venturin this entire time for like multiple months without knowing. Kafka could have had, I think, like 2 more speed for like a month back when the dot set was coming out, because I didn't get a good set for her for the lightning one. And apparently, as I was like looking around to see like, what would fit her best, I put a worse piece on her that I never noticed. Like, it's just, please, please, please just have loadouts. I'm just begging you. I can't be the only one who wants them. But other than that, this is it for the update. I could go off about a million quality of lives I would love to have this game implement, but unfortunately it doesn't seem like we're getting that. But let me know in the comments what you think of this update. Like I said, this is absolutely massive. Like, if they just added this, I think it'd be fine, but everything else is kind of just whatever at this point, minus optimization. Obviously this is important for mobile players. I know PC players are probably like, whatever, it doesn't really matter, I have enough storage. Or, you know, maybe you don't have enough storage and this is very helpful. Regardless though, that's pretty much it. Like I said, I could ramble on this for hours. Let me know what your favorite part of this quality of life patch is. What are you looking forward to in the future? And of course, I will catch y'all in the next Star Wars video. Thanks for watching.